The University of Vienna's address is Dr. Karl Lueger-Ring 1. Dr. Karl Lueger is one of the first European politicians in the last century who made anti-Semitism socially acceptable.
So about this contentious address, the Lueger Ring. We had a similar problem. There's a town in the middle of Transylvania, Târgu-Mureș, where there's a memorial to the victims of the Holocaust. If you wanted to get to this memorial, you had to walk along the boulevard Marshal Ion Antonescu. Many people protested. In the end, the mayor had to change the name of the boulevard. There is still a bust of Antonescu in front of a church in Bucharest he built in the 1930s, but it might be covered up now. They put him there, looking down on Boulevard Bessarabia. He was considered a national hero who liberated Bessarabia from the Russian army. They say, we don't honor him for killing Jews, but for liberating the Romanian soul.
You were part of the Commission for the Holocaust Memorial. Which personal experiences do you associate with the Holocaust Memorial in Bucharest?
It was the first time that a project dealing with the Holocaust was initiated, organized, paid for and carried out by Romanian institutions. Before that, the general assumption was that the Holocaust was a Jewish problem. We, the Group for Social Dialogue, are fighting this misconception. What we say is that the Holocaust is first and foremost a Romanian issue. The Jews were the victims. After long deliberation, the Commission chose the proposal by Peter Jacobi, a Romanian of German descent. We asked him to create additional specific elements, like a corner for Roma victims of the Holocaust.
Could you describe the process of realizing this memorial?
Yes, it was a long fight. The decision of raising a memorial was made following the recommendation of the International Elie Wiesel Commission. There are only a few names there, but it is not, like in other places, an exhaustive list of people who died. This would not be possible, because there are about 400,000 victims of the Romanian Holocaust. We have been organizing teacher training sessions for Holocaust education since 2002, and we can see an improvement. I mean, we can say that there is a beginning of change. For many years, we had a problem with the teachers who came to the trainings. Sometimes we were wondering why they spent so much time there and why we wasted so much time with them. Because some of them still said at the end of the course, well, but one cannot deny that Antonescu is a national hero.
Shortly after the end of communism in 1990 and 1991, Romanian miners were asked by President Alicia Danner to come to Bucharest and take part in ending anti-government protests by students. Armed with clubs and crowbars, they killed some protesters and wounded hundreds. This was called the Mineriat. Which experiences have you had with the Mineriat?
In 1991, when the miners were brought to Bucharest to beat up the students and protesters, I was 8 years old and in primary school. Everyone was talking about it. At school, we played a game called Miners Against Students. I myself was a miner, and we were chasing other kids. We were pretending. You are the student and I am the miner. The students had to run. The miners tried to catch them in order to beat them up. When the teacher found out, she was very upset and gathered all the miners to punish them with a little plastic ruler. She hit us on the hands, saying, "Never do this again. You should never behave brutally like a miner." Though I played a miner and was punished, one can see it positively. At least these miners were punished.
Fertig machen zum Appell. Fertig machen zum Appell.
The film Naked Among Wolves was shot at the Buchenwald Memorial. Jankowski, a Polish prisoner from Auschwitz, arrives at the Buchenwald concentration camp carrying a suitcase. Inside the suitcase is a small Jewish boy he has kept from harm. As the liberation of the camp approaches, the prisoners must come together to keep the young boy safe from their Nazi captors. I started to remember the locations of the film set.